Hi guys, it's Pat here from marketing. We'll be presenting today's learning bite, which is the marketing request form usage, or basically how to make a marketing request and how to communicate with the marketing through these requests. Ayan. So I believe we just need a little brief review on this, as well as showing everyone the new automation, since back then the last learning byte for this was using Slack automation, or now we have now transitioned to Asana for this cohort, continuing it from last cohort. So ano ba talaga ang marketing request form, or why do we need it? Ano ba to? What is this for? So when you need a PubMat mate or approved by the marketing team, usually this is what we use, yung marketing request form. So you can do that all with just a few steps. First is you would go to your Slack and you would have to look for the marketing request channel. So it's called the Marketing Requests 2026 H2 channel. And you will see, pagpasok ko pa lang, may button which has the marketing requests. When you press it, ayan, you would be sent in, dumablay sa akin, you would be sent a message which is only visible to you that goes, hey, need to submit a request. Click the link below to fill out a Asana form. So you would just need to press the new button, which is to make a marketing request. So this marketing request goes both ways. This is for both creation and approval. So when you press the button, you should be brought an Asana form which opens on your browser like this. This is pretty straightforward. So this is the official form for making requests for Kada Careers marketing team. So first, you need to put your name. So name as the requester. So for example, I want to make, oops, I want to make a request. So I would put my name. Here. I'll put my email address. So I'll just put Pat here. I last used pat@gmail.com. So we can enter the title of our campaign. So by title of campaign, examples would be like what's here. For example, here is the day first workshop, or for more recent workshops, it's the Wadwani cohort 2, or maybe it's a recruitment post, so it would be Unilever supply chain recruitment, or the such, whatever you would need. So for example, I want to make Unilever information session, and that is the name of my entire event, my entire project. So this would be our campaign. So for after that, you have to choose your category. For category, it falls technically under three requests. So you have the normal marketing requests. So you need to choose which one applies to the campaign that you're going for. So we have recruitment. So for recruitment, it's more for job recruitment posts, such as if you've seen our recent social media pages, it's for Panero, it's for Unilever, it's for Hugs, etc. For VerApp, self-explanatory, it's for VerApp posts, since it a lot goes into VerApp, so it needs its own category. Request for workshops, so everything that falls under the sun for workshops. This includes Wadwani, this includes Tutorials Dojo, anything that has resume building or digital marketing or whatever workshop under the sun, as long as it falls under the workshops campaigns. Next is for Kada Camp. So all Kada Camp posts or requests, usually this is done collaboratorily with our camps, but usually let's say the past campaigns would be RCMX Nusa or with DICE. So on our end, tayo gumagawa ng posts nun. So they would have to create a request with us. The rest we don't generally use as much, considering coaches and KKF. These are more for internal campaigns na partnered from marketing with the other teams, such as comms actually. So this is a more or less a formal place for requests lang. Next is the marketing internal. So this is for our non-promo campaigns. And then last is for approvals, which is a new tag for this cohort, which is for more or less pubs that would only need approvals from marketing and for posting, such as for PR and for technically for hubs, since our hubs make their own marketing collaterals, and then our marketing team only approves their posts and have to repost their posts. So that's for category. So you would need to choose the proper one. This goes into our Asana, and it categorizes the automation there categorizes it for our team. Next is when would the first content be needed? So technically this is our first deadline. Let's say you have a post such as a main poster or such, and you want it today's the 14th, so you would like to post it on 22nd. So you would have to post the 22nd. Put the 22nd there. Next is a priority level. Your priority level depends on when the turnaround time you would need be. So for this, let's say it's the 22nd, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. You would want it to be prepared by the 19th. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, less, technically that's a 4 day. So that's a very high priority level. We ideally would not want to push more high levels. We would want at least a week or so in between your turnaround time. So let's put it at that. Let's adjust this to at least 24th. And that's how you choose your priority level. So for platforms, you can choose more than one. So the usual is to have both our FB and IG, our LinkedIn, and of course we have our email blast. If your hubs or if you're a hubs or CADACAMP approval request, uh, we don't ideally post it on our pages. So for those types of posts or approvals, do pick just the repost button. Next is details. So you need to provide a detailed description of your request. There is no proper answer to this, or we're not really looking for a very mandatory type of list. However, we do request that you put all details such as type of posts, what posts you would need, the project description, and most importantly, branding if ever need, especially for those that deal with partner brandings, such as the workshops, because we would need that to integrate their branding with our branding, as well as content details such as registration links. Those are very important. Deadlines, what roles or what qualifications to put, the descriptions, and the target audience. So these are all very important to us, especially with making the content and the pubs for posting, so they're clear on our page and clear for promotion of your event. Next is the name of the marketing lead. So for this, you would ideally put the name of the marketing lead assigned to your project. And this would be based mainly from the project signups channel. And of course, if you're the hubs or CADACAMP approval request, please choose either Enzo or I, because since we will be the ones checking and approving, giving feedback to the hubs leads or hubs point person for this. So you can choose either of the team, or if your request actually goes before the project signups gets finalized, you can choose a to follow or slash a non-marketing member, especially if the project signups calls for a person that's not from marketing to be assigned in the role. So this is required. You would have to choose a marketing lead for this. So for example, let's choose Ronnie. Ganun. Next is a marketing support. Now, ideally, for a majority of our requests, we would love to have a lead and a support for standby, especially if the lead is unavailable and due to the turnaround of requests. So this is not a mandatory. This is not a required question. However, if you have a marketing support assigned to your project, if there is, choose a support is the same principle as the marketing lead, and you can also choose if there is no support role, such as if like it's an approval request, then there is no support needed for this role for this project, and then you just submit. Once you submit it, it goes into our Asana, and it will go back and notify to our Slack page, just like this. So let's pull up an example. The most recent one is the Equinix data center. So after, let's say, si Sean nag-request nito, after Sean requested this through the form, it takes out all the details you put out in the form and it sends it here on our channel. As soon as it pops out here in the channel, this is where the turnaround of revisions and submission of the actual PubMat for checking happens. So it runs like this. So it's a back and forth feedback before the posting and the approvals before it actually gets posted into our page. And that's it. That's how you make your marketing request. Ano ba yung facts or ano ba yung usual na tinatanong regarding the marketing requests? So, pinaka question actually is, what if may dagdag ako na post for a specific campaign, or do I need to make a new request? Example is, let's say you have a workshop, you have a resume building workshop, and nalagay mo sa request details mo is make a marketing poster and make a countdown. Tapos, meron ka palang, as after you made that, you have your back and forth, tas naisip nyo, oh, what if, dagdag tayo ng newsletter, eh, hindi mo siya nalagay sa request mo itself. Do you need to make a new marketing request? There is no need to. It's okay. You can just use the same thread and then tag the pertinent people if ever. So usually, just need to tag the marketing lead assigned, then CC either your team lead or me and Enzo or Vlad for visibility regarding a marketing request. We try to keep na per request is per campaign or per project rather than per post, since that's a lot. There would be a lot of tasks added to our list and it will clog our page up. So just remember, if you have already an existing thread, please use the thread for adding or updating certain details or may hahabol na details or may revisions na kailangan i-address. Number 2, how is the role campaign being assigned to marketing? For marketing lead and support, again, ideally, like I mentioned earlier, this is usually based on the project signups. And if ever na wala pa nakalagay doon or wala nang sign up, it's usually based on the availability ng team. If may market team na naka-assign to a big project, ibang marketing members naman mag-handle ng project na request mo. And if you have more questions or clarifications, please message me na lang. I'll get back to you when I can regarding your questions. But wait, friendly reminders when you're submitting your marketing request. Friendly reminders. Make sure you have placed all the necessary and pertinent details needed in your posts. This means your content details like your registration details, links, dates, qualifications, etc., etc. This helps speed up the process in terms of making your posts, so there's less back and forth in regards to revisions. Number 2, do detail all the type of posts you need. Mahirap ihabol yung type of posts, especially without a proper lead time. It's better for us and for the project na we have lined up all the posts needed na beforehand and na-prepare na siya agad. So, posting na lang maging problem natin doon and clean up for certain types of revisions. Number 3, and this is very important actually, we have a priority level drop down in our form. But remember to have at least a week lead time for our marketing members to accomplish your request, since it takes a while to review and make your request. Number 4, keep all marketing related asks, updates, or extra requests in your specific thread in the request channel. For example, you have your campaign, you have an update, or you need to extend the deadline, You don't need to create a separate chat. Do keep it in the request thread so it's visible for everybody, especially if hindi available si team or either kami ni Vlad or ni Enzo need to jump in to help out. If there's any other clarifications, we would be there to clarify it then for you agad. That's all from us. Thank you.